Hello viewers. Your old text-to-speech pal, Microsoft Sam, is here for a new video, and this time I'm gonna be switching the gears a little bit and bring upon the 10th episode of me reading dumb and ridiculous signs. To anyone who has been wondering about how I'm doing pretty fine. Sorry about the lack of videos back in March. It's just that I was currently brainstorming a prologue for the next episode of me reading obnoxious Windows errors, so that way I could proceed along with that story I got going. However, other priorities have gotten in the way of my video production, including me doing some art, sorting out my in-real-life stuff happening to me, sorting out my weight issues, etc. However, in March 12th, just 5 days before St. Patrick's Day, I got a really concerning error, saying that my system has detected that my cooling fan is not operating correctly. I was very worried that all my stuff in my old Windows 10 laptop will be lost, and that I had to move all my stuff over to my newer Windows 11 machine, which I mainly use as my gaming laptop, as I'm writing this intro. I tried to fix it myself, but I couldn't, since Hewlett-Packard laptop covers aren't easy to remove like in some other brands, making them a little harder to service. So the next day, I had to take my old laptop to a computer guy who happens to live in a dingy apartment. During our discussion, I didn't realize that the computer I'm using is pretty much in its last legs, and I'm aware that Windows 10 is gonna be reaching its end of support this October. This worries me, because I knew for a fact that my computer is all clogged up with dust and stuff, and I protested against that decision to junk that computer I used for a long time. I had to assume the worst, that I had to move on to my Windows 11 laptop, if the recovery process did not go out as planned. The next day after, to my utter surprise, my old computer did make a recovery. Its internals were all dusted off and cleaned, and my hard drive has now been upgraded to a solid-state drive, extending my Windows 10 laptop's service life to about a couple years. I'm very thankful for that computer guy who worked hard to get my computer all fixed, cleaned, and somehow upgraded. I'll have to thank everyone that has supported me during that time. So, with that whole lack of videos and cooling fan issue story out of the way, let's finally get to the sign reading episode itself. Yabba dabba swah. Lost. Pretty obvious, because I have already lost my way home. Any diagnosis, Rafflebot?
Performing diagnostic check. You have a severe case of memory failure. You can't seem to remember which direction leads to home.
God damn it, now we're truly lost. Where's the GPS when you need it most? I need to know which way home. Damn it. Literacy night in 5 o'clock December 8th. WTF. Literacy. People keep missing the point of spelling correctly. I've said this many times, but whoever made that sign, they should head back to school and learn how to freaking spell. Absolutely ridiculous. Warning, if you ever dare take a piss while under video surveillance, your indecent activities will be posted into YouTube so police will track you down, wanted level guaranteed. Well, that sounds like a huge breach of privacy, because now I can't take a piss out here in the open. Screw this place, I'll have to find somewhere else to relieve myself. We don't care. Stop. Nobody will take you seriously anymore, because everyone around you sees you as a failure, a subhuman scum of the earth that's treated like vermin. So basically, you're a degenerate. Very sad. New anus snack wrap, only $1.99. What, in the absolute fuck, do I keep on encountering signs that have anus in it? It had to be some sort of fucked up fad that the Barney Bunch puked out. If I see one more sign that has anus in it, I'm gonna hold whoever made those signs personally accountable, have their asses kicked, then feed them with Scotty's bologna sandwiches so they'll know they'll have a piece of my mind. Shmug.
Jesus Christ, Sam, what the hell is your problem?
Just venting Scotty. I'm getting really jaded with all that anus stuff polluting my eyes. None of this concerns you.
Oh yeah? Well, I heard you're gonna shove my bologna sandwiches onto people's mouths, right?
I'm not gonna actually do that, Scotty. Next sign. Diesel fried chicken. Oh yes, it's that time, where we'll be having fried chicken that tastes like diesel fuel. That'll be just as enjoyable as shutting up a gas pump into your ass and fill yourself up with gas. Really stupid and deadly, now that I think about it. Diesel fried chicken actually sucks anyway, changed my mind. Next sign please. Voted best burger in town, by some guy who likes burgers. It's pretty obvious that the sign is a dead giveaway. I wouldn't be surprised if some two-ton Tony who likes chicken sandwiches would come into his favorite place and votes that as the best chicken sandwich in town. Or maybe another person would vote the best corn dog in town, because he likes corn dogs. This video would be an hour long, if I go further down that rabbit hole, but there are other dumb and ridiculous signs that are waiting to be read. Let's go. Caution, tomatoes. Legend has it that those tomatoes in the general vicinity are heavily armed, extremely dangerous, and are refusing to take any meds. Well, I must say, those tomatoes are probably out of their minds. Holy crap. That poor little sucker got their crotch annihilated by some impossibly large bicycle wheel that hit him. Bruh, that's not how you do handicapped person symbols. It's gonna hurt people more than help them. Smoking alcohol. How the fuck do you ever try to smoke alcohol? That makes absolutely zero goddamn sense whatsoever. Unless you're really stupid enough to think that vaping vodka is possible. Remember peeps, don't try this at home. Be gay. Do crime. That sounds more like the Barney Bunch's gig, and Group Pickles is in charge of all that disgusting bullshit. He even does crimes himself. The rest I don't wanna know. Make left. But the arrow's pointing right. I told you this many times, make up your damn mind. Don ate your glasses here. Well, if it weren't for the 1 key letter placement, the topmost part would have read donate, only then would I understand. Also, who the hell is Don? I don't recall a TTS voice named Don. Also, you can't eat glasses like that, because that's really dumb logic. Safety notice. Please do not board the bus once the driver has closed the bus doors. Well, if you want to go somewhere, tough luck. Because then you'll miss your one and only trip to your destination, meaning you have to wait until December 31st, 99.99, for it to come back.
Oh, come on. Just let me board the bus.
Too late, the driver already closed the doors. Maybe in the year 10,000, you'll be able to board it.
That's not fair, Spam. There's no way I'm gonna wait for that long. Why? Why do those signs have to be so mean to me?
Well, Bonzi, the sad truth is, many signs are that way so far. And will you please quit calling me Expandong for at least once in your life? It's getting pretty old and ancient. A gentle reminder. You'd better enjoy your meal in 2 hours. So now there's a time limit in how much you're gonna enjoy your dinner. Jeebus crikeys, even those English signs are starting to become strict for all the seriously wrong reasons. Screw this, I'd better enjoy my dinner in some other restaurant. Having fun prohibited. What the bloody hell, I can't have fun here anymore. Just let me play some Cruise Exotica, you mean obnoxious bastards that made that sign. Damn it. Funny skydiving. Puka is a sweet daughter of the Chinese restaurant. She is a mania to Azaz and Mayan. Her boyfriend is Garu, in all caps. He always chased by her. You will going to expect their funny love story. With all those grammatical and punctuation fails to illiterate levels, and the fact it sounds like it's going to be some fucked up book of fanfiction story, I'd say this has been written by some 12-year-old cartoon-obsessed deviant go-kid degenerate who has been worshipping Christian, the cartoon police overlords, PewDiePie and deviant fetishist degenerates as their pantheon of some of the stupidest, absolute worst role models. Moving on. I love cum. Holy freaking shit. This has got to be the absolute worst, most bullshit sign I've ever encountered. No. Just, no. Take this thing off, before I'm gonna board. Use area only. No ATVs. Tough luck compensators, your off-roading adventures have been cancelled. Or you could simply call this park a lost cause and have your ATV off-roading adventures take place somewhere else. Hard to find drive. With that name, Google Maps will indeed have a hard time trying to verify if that street name ever exists. That makes it, disturbingly enough, a safe haven for all the worst people of the internet, including hackers, scammers, Discord server raiders, and other nasty people that try to steal your info, hack you, scam you, give you viruses and will reach the ultimate goal of giving you thousands upon thousands of data breaches. This will make both your accounts and your computers a lost cause, meaning you're no longer safe in the internet. The only option is delete all your accounts to the hackers, send your computers to the breakers, remove all phone connections and completely remove your phone line, and pretty soon you'll be living your life off the grid, hidden from the prying eyes of the government. Unless, in a very likely event that'll eventually happen, a T-Exterminatrix will come over and track you down, where you are, meaning even going off the grid is no longer a viable option. No humans in the beach. If given the context, this would obviously point that only monsters are allowed there. No humans, no pets, no animals, not even robots, just the monsters. Not at all surprising, given that most of Speconia City is still infested with monsters anyway. Alright, this has got to be one of the most Hotel Transylvania logic I ever heard, but grossly overboard. Well, I'm the seriously awesome serious soft Sam, so sayonara.
Alert, hostile creatures on the beach are converging to your location.
Remaining on this cursed beach?
There is still a small legion of monsters roaming on this beach, likely no more than 2 dozen of them.
Make it less than 2 dozen waffle block. Get ready, because we got bigger nasties coming our way. Almost everyone, right?
Almost. I'm still picking up more remaining reviews, 3 of which are a new type of infernal creature we have yet to encounter. Watch out, Sam. Get them better. Get those.
It's those Cacodemons. This means the forces of hell are starting to take further notice of my actions. Well, time to take out those tomatoes, if any one of the previous signs I read are to be taken for granted. Goes that tomato, only one more to go. Okay, with all those nasty tomatoes splattered, we are gonna track down that last one still straggling here, and I bet it's the one who's in charge of that absolute shit show of a beach party. And looks like Mr. Big Balloon is coming back to me for some revenge. right, Raffleblock. Monster infestation has been taken care of. Mission accomplished.
Affirmative. All monstral creatures in the immediate vicinity have all been confirmed eliminated. This will be reported back to base to let everyone at Golden Penny Studios know that the nearby beach was rolling with them. And we better get going. I'm sensing police units responding to this area.
Then we must continue on with our sign reading duties anyway before a wanted level occurs. Cacodemon swore. Please be aware chair is broken. I think we get the hint, Captain Obvious. Next. Nokia, connecting tuple. I think this English sign just dropped off pretty disturbing implications. It's only slightly better if it said, connecting people, instead. Or maybe, conducting people, or confronting combinatrons. I just don't even know, nor care, anymore. Shrek knocked up Transformers. After getting laid by the pirates, our Ruger hero went all the way to Cybertron to bang up Transformers, which are basically robots that transform into vehicles or animals. Deja vu for the most part, because it sounds like he'll be coming up with one absolute hell of a fugly-ass pretender. Optimus may not be proud. At all. Disturbing. Okay, what the absolute flying hell is with all those do not enter and wrong way signs? There's too many of them. I can't park anywhere in this godforsaken lot. Fuck this, I'm gonna be parking my Ferrari someplace else, one that doesn't have a shitload of those signs here. Happy little trees ahead. Oh, so now Bob Ross is in charge of making signs now? Knowing this, I bet the signs he makes are going to be pretty relaxing and fun, as long as they provide helpful information. I'll likely consider that Bob Ross sign a win for me.
Well, Sam, if there's happy little trees, you could always beat the devil out of it.
And for that, Cicely, you have now become a woman of culture.
LOL. Glad to know.
Just saying. I also find it funny that you could only spell out lol, while I pronounce what I said right here. But anyways, Bob Ross for the win. Narrowbridgeosaurus. Wow, such a cool new dinosaur discovery. Not. Smorkin' Labbit. God damn it, this bullshit again? Why do every time I get signs that feed labbits like this, then all those R's and L's will all be what was with W's, so now I keep on getting lobbits. I wouldn't be surprised if the Smorkin' Labbits become Smocking Lobbits. God damn that lobbit there was.
Holy shit, why are you speaking like this, Sam?
No reason. Whoops. I mean, no reason. I'm getting tired of all the labbits pointing to wobbits, 'tis all. 10 fuckering lights. Yes, we'll be getting those 10 lights that don't fuck around. But if it weren't for the 9 non-existent spacing between the letters, it would have said flickering. Now that I thought about it, if any logo feature a capital L and I, and if they are too close together, they'll form a U, and thus you automatically fail in graphic design. I'm looking at you, Megafox. Shit FM. The absolute shittiest radio station that's still in operation, featuring some of the worst songs ever made, absolutely pretentious YouTube commentators, offensive jokes, and everything else that has made internet life extremely difficult, if not outright dangerous. So for that, I'm gonna be calling it quits for my sign reading journey here. Well, that's all what we have time for today. I hope you enjoyed my now overdue 10th episode of me reading dumb and ridiculous signs, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Cheerio.